Hello everyone and welcome back to another Fostermans video. This one is going to be about our strategy that is completely free. You can use it any day and any time. It's that simple. The reason for that is because we offer it for completely free in our Discord. Okay, so this is why we're starting on the Discord and not the chart, because I just want to get this over and done with so I can show you guys. So you can see here we've got different alerts. Okay, if you're a Fostermans Pro, it's going to be completely different alerts to just the normal Fostermans. That being said, there's not much difference between them other than maybe like a couple better alerts, more well curated alerts. But other than that, no, there's not much difference. So you can see here that we got alerts. Okay, this one's Bruce, we got Beth, and we got Brock. Okay, Bruce being the free one, Beth and Brock being the paid. Okay, these are all AI alerts that get sent straight to the Discord. So what are alerts? Okay, just start with that. Well, alerts, for layman's terms, is just data comes in about a certain trade that could potentially happen, it could potentially play out, and your job as a trader, okay, is to decipher whether to take this trade or not. The way that you're going to do this, okay, so instead of blindly taking these alerts, the way that you're going to do it is you're going to back test. Okay, so we have journals to back test. I'll go into them in a second, right? But let's get this over and done with. Okay, so you can see here, this is the name of the alert. LTF, that stands for low time frame. Freedom Fighter, so that's the name of the type of alert. And then you got the ticker. Okay, so that's XAUUSD, right? You got your risk to reward 3-1. Your stop loss below last low, so 5 to 45 minute low. Okay, so you can choose whether it be the 5 minute, the 10 minute, the 15, the 30, the 45. Okay, then you've got your entry. Okay, so this is the exact entry you should be taking. Then you got your take profits. Okay, so if you have your entry and then you have your stop loss, then the take profits will automatically click in. Okay, it's that simple. Now, the way that you deal with this is once an alert comes in, you're going to want to back test them. Okay, that's the best thing. You could forward test, which I prefer, which I think that everyone should do. So if you've already watched the video, then the beginner's guide, right, you're already going to know about the video where I explain the reason behind back testing, the reason behind forward testing, and also how to trade for free, right? Realistically learn how to trade for free. So in the grand scheme of things, you should be able to take trades, right, on a demo. You should be able to have a strategy. You shouldn't be able to journal and everything just for free, right? So this is what we offer, complete for free. And let's say you're looking to make money, you could do the clipping course as well, right, which is completely free. So you can clip up the videos and then push them out there. You can even do it with this video right now. It's up to you. It's completely up to you, right? Just depends on your work ethic. But anyway, right, so these alerts, you'll get an alert, it'll tell you the entry, so you go on, you enter that, you put your stop loss in, you put your take profit in, right? But you don't enter it straight away, because, okay, today's Thursday, the 5th of September, right? If you look at this alert, and let's say, for example, the majority of the time, okay, on a Thursday, this particular alert, okay, the lower time frame Freedom Fighter on gold, doesn't work as well. Let's say it doesn't work as well on a Thursday. Well, how would I know that? And how would you know that? How would you figure this out? Well, through journaling, right? So this is why forward testing. You can also back test, because this is quite mechanical. So you can back test and see what it's like, see what you're thinking about this trade, or maybe not, right? But these come in all the time. Okay, so it's 5:22 right now. This came out an hour ago. The one before that, you can see here that we got double ones. So there's one 3:48. Lower time frame Freedom Fighter for Bitcoin, lower time frame Freedom Fighter for Bitcoin. This one was at 3:48, and then we got one at 3:54, so it was like a double sell, right? Another thing we want to keep in mind is confluence, okay? So let's say we get a lower time frame Freedom Fighter sell on Bitcoin. Well, then what if we get a different one, okay? So lower time frame, different type of strategy on the same asset. Well, then that's a confluence. There's two indicators, okay? There's two alerts coming in indicating that this could potentially be a good sell. right? Like that's what we're doing right here, right? So if we've got that down and we know for sure that the alerts are going to keep on coming in, right? Then obviously we want to take them, right? Sorry, it's pretty self-explanatory, by the way, that the green ones are buys and the red ones are sells. If that's not self-explanatory, then we got bearish sell alert, okay? We got a bullish buy alert. So that should be that. You got some notes here as well, right? So it'll tell you like little bits and bobs about stuff. But this is pretty much the gist, right? So alerts come in, it'll tell you whether to buy or sell, it'll tell you where your entry is, it'll tell you where to put your stop loss, okay? So it says between 5 and 45 minutes, right? So here's the best part about these alerts, right? This gives you a base, okay? It gives you a foundation. So instead of like, you know, having to go out and learn everything about trading and how this works, how that works, yada, yada, yada. You don't have to do any of that. No work at all. All you have to do, okay, is know how to take journaling, okay? So there's a one new message, okay? So we can scroll down to the bottom. It says lower time frame freedom fighter on Bitcoin, right? So just keep it right now. So boom, right now we will go enter a sell at this price, right? And that's the current market price where you should be entering a sell. But the only reason we would take this is because of journaling, because of statistics, right? That's the best part about this whole thing. And that's the foundational part, right? Like we've got, right? So we've got the traders that will want to learn every little thing about trading, right? That's like all good and all, like that. I actually enjoy that because I'm one of those traders myself. Alerts to me are like, they're alright, but like as long as you have the right foundation, right? So as long as you have a good journal, that's one thing. 2, you've got good statistics, so you know, using the journal. And for 3, having decent alerts that are consistently going to come in. That's the main thing, right? So we've got these alerts. Now let's go look at the journal, right? So we already know, okay? You already know these are buys, these are sells. We know where the entry is, the stop loss, and stuff like that, right? So now we'll go look at the journals. So right here, we got journal 1. And this journal here is the free version, okay? So this is the one that you will be getting for completely free. It should be in somewhere around this video, right? If it's not, then you can go into our WAP page and it'll be there. Like it'll be sitting somewhere around the WAP page. You'll be able to find it. It's not going to be like rocket science or anything, right? So you got the strategy, you've got the alerts coming in. Now what do? Well, you take journaling, you know, you take statistics on them, right? So you see here, here's the journal itself, okay? This is the one I would go to. Well, I'll give you actually a quick rundown, right? So like here's the whole entire journal. You've got like the days of the month, the time, wherever you are. It's got the years, everything like that you would need, right? You can customize all these things as well. Like, you know, you can click this button and it'll change that or whatever, right? But you can customize all this. So like it's currently on a white background, but you can change it to black, so all this looks like faded in. That's why it kind of looks janky. But like you've got New York session, London session, Asia session, all the times. You got the economic calendar. You got all different types of journals. You got a bias builder template, profit and loss template. You know, you can get the P&L view, all that good stuff, right? So it's still a really well-rounded journal, right? You've also got like all your personal stuff. You got brokers, so you can straight links. So here's the demo account that I was telling you is all about. So if you want, you know, this is a straight. You can just go straight here, boom, open up the demo account, right? All that sort of stuff. Lot size calculator. So this is a wee bit more advanced stuff, like, but I do recommend the broker, right? Because it's a good one, and you can open up a free demo account. It doesn't cost you anything, right? We also got personal stuff, so you could go like goals, your task lists, winning and losing trades, etc., etc. You got forward testing, backward testing journals, right? But this is if I just go to all-in-one journal, and what's today's month? September. So we'll go to September, and now we can start entering trades, okay? So we can enter the date, the day, the session, the position, so on and so forth, right? When we have all this data, so over 100 trades, I would say for the alerts about 100 trades, if not like at least a month's worth, okay? And whatever comes first, a month or 100 trades. And then when we have that, then enter the statistics, right? So you can say on Monday, how many total winners, how many total losers, what's your maximum win, what's your maximum loss, your average win, maximum win drawdown, max loss drawdown, long, shorts, total trades, total win rate, so on and so forth. But you'll get all that data from putting it in here, okay? So that's realistically, that's just, straight up, this is what you do with the alerts, okay? So you get the alert, you test it on TradingView, then you come back and you enter this data into the journal, whether it won, whether it lost. Should I put it at the 5-minute high or the 45-minute high? Maybe the 15-minute high was better because it's tighter risk reward, right? Maybe I should have took a 1-to-1 instead of a 3-to-1. What's more profitable? Do I have a win rate of 80% with a 3-to-1, or do I have a win rate of 80% with a 50-to-1? Or not 50-to-1, a 1-to-1, right? So it's just like all these sort of things can add up eventually into like a lot of data that you can then trade from, right? So that brings me back to the thing I was saying earlier, where maybe on Thursdays you're profitable with one strategy, okay? So if we go back in here, maybe you're more profitable with a freedom fighter alert on Thursdays, okay? But maybe on gold, so instead of Bitcoin, on gold you're more profitable on Mondays with the same exact alert. Well, then what are you going to do, right? You're going to trade on Mondays, maybe cut out Thursdays trading this, or maybe cut out Thursdays trading gold and use the sell alerts on this. You could really get really granular, okay? And that's the goal here, is to get as much data. Right, so that was that one journal. This is the free one that you'll be getting, okay? But here's the pro one, just because this video will go out to the pros as well. So here's the pro one. You can see here, boom, there's a lot of stuff in your face, right? So quickly get over this. We have all the links, social links to myself, and we've got AvaTrade, so all the things that were pretty much there, just in a wee bit of cleaner format. So again, if you're looking to trade with a broker, I would say AvaTrade, because you could open up a demo, right? Try them out, see what you think, and then also back test or forward test your journals or your trades, right? Then we've got each session, so New York, London, Asia. Then we've also got these things on the side, okay? Unfortunately, I can't show you that right now because it's this is on the web page, right? So it's just like, it's not actually like my actual journal. But anyway, you got profit, loss, NA, trade sorter, and statistics logger. Statistics logger, you would press this button and it will go all the way over here to your statistics. So let's see this, right? And this is where we're talking. This is the good stuff, okay? You've got 10 times more data to sort through, right? You've even got a lot more granular data, okay? So you can press the sort button here, right? And look at this. So I press this, I can then enter 100 trades, okay? That you guys, good traders are gonna love this, right? Because it's just so jam-packed full of amazing quality stuff. The thing here is, you enter all this data, right? So you enter the position, the account, the time frame, every single thing, the strategy, this is the best part. You enter the strategy, right? And then, you could see the trade direction, okay? So let's say you entered a long in, long position in a lower time frame gold strategy, okay? So you enter that, and then you keep on entering all these until you got 100 trades. Then you can sort through here. So you could say strategy. So look, I've already these are all going to be here, right? So these are the real strategies, like these are not bots, but these here are bots, okay? So you can say Bruce strategy, but then you can even get granular and say Bruce brackets lower time frame gold sell, okay? Or gold, right? So you could be Bruce lower time frame gold. Then what you do is you sort by that, right? So then it'll only show you those trades, right? So you're only seeing these trades. Then you can go over here, right? So you go all the way over here and it'll say win percentage. Now you'll be able to see whether Bruce wins 50% of the time, 60% of the time, 70% of the time. And then you can sort through a different strategy. You could be like, nah, maybe Brock. So then you check Brock, maybe he wins 80% of the time, right? And let's just say Beth only wins 20% of the time, right? Really, really bad, just dreadful, okay? That it literally does never win, right? Well, how can we get this better, okay? Because you don't want to just do all these statistics, right? And then just for it to not turn out good. Well, then you go granular, okay? So you go Beth, right? Then you would say position, only long positions with Beth. And let me see only London and the close session. Well, now that 20% has went up to 50%. Well, I want a wee bit more. Okay, let's see session time. Did we go, what about the first 3 hours of London and maybe the first 2 hours of New York? Or close, let's say instead of New York, because it just goes with the narrative here. The 2 hours of close, the first 2 hours of London, and the first 2 hours of close. Well, now that we've run that 50% all the way up to 70%. So now I know, right, that if I take a long position with a Beth alert between the first 2 hours of London or 2 hours of the close session, I'm going to win 70% of the time. Is that not insane? This is what the insane part about journaling is, right? Because for face value, we're getting alerts in. They're not bad alerts, but they're untested. If you want to follow them blind, then that's fine, but you will more than likely lose money. But do this one extra step. So get the alerts, do this one extra step, which is look at the journaling, and eventually those alerts will start to pay off. You'll be able to make a lot more money in the long run. So you can cut out losing days. Like, how cool is that, cutting out losing days? And then when you got all this data, then you can enter down here. So you've got really, really granular stuff. You've seen the last one, what's your best risk reward, your worst one, the best strategy, the worst strategy, everything. And you can see what's best on a Tuesday. And then you can literally take a screenshot, post in the Discord. I'll reward you, because that's the way we roll around here. I'll reward you for all just doing that data. It's a nice thing. You could win a prize, maybe points to enter giveaways, etc., etc. So you do that, post it in, say, here's the statistics on this alert for this amount of time. Well, then, you've done well. You're doing better than everyone else. I think people should be rewarded for how good they do things, right? I think, a pat on the back is needed a lot of the times, especially for some people. Some people do things and they maybe not get credited for it, etc., etc. Like, I give away these journals and people literally just join the Discord, take the journal, leave. There's no thank you. I'm not saying I want to thank you, but, so if I'm doing this, I'm going to reward you if you take the statistics down. It's just the way it is. So this is just the statistics part, by the way. You know what I mean? So if this is only one little part in the whole entire journal, well, then how other good can it get? Well, here's my favorite part. We got a detailed view. Okay, you get this in the free one as well, but it's not going to be as nice. You go to here, so click to get your custom chart. Click here. There's a guide on this as well, so I'll show you this after. But you click here, you add the chart, and then it will paint a really nice picture of a chart, right? When you enter your trade, okay, I can't do it now but if I click profit, loss, or NA, I click profit and I enter the details. Here's the details. I would enter the date, the day, the trades, the P&L, and the P&L percentage, and then the P&L dollar amount, right? Then this will update. So it'll tell me, I could already get a view right now. What's my most profitable day? Just off the view. Monday, right? So I can see Mondays are most profitable. My least profitable day is Tuesday. Okay, it's not even profitable actually, it's just completely a losing day. Then on Fridays and Wednesdays, I'm okay. I'm pretty profitable as well. So now I know, right? Don't trade Tuesdays. But this is the best part. I enter all this data, and then the chart up here will update. Yeah, the chart up here will then move to the way the data works, right? So I can do this. I recommend do this for a month, okay? So you have a month's worth of data. You can say NAs or profits or losses. Do that for a month, and then go and put it into your statistics journal. Take screenshots, take reasons why, etc., etc. Then go put in the statistics. Do all your statistics at the end of the month. If you're comfortable, like if you've already got statistics and you already know how the majority of things work, then I would do that for a month. But if not, for the very start of your journey, this is for the beginners eventually. So I would recommend just doing statistics first, and then you can go and just do this, because this is a simple, I just took this trade, let me go journal it. It'll take me 3 minutes maximum. And then by the end of the month, when it hits the last Sunday of the month or whatever, I sit down for 5 or 6 hours. It doesn't actually take that long. It depends on how many trades you take. But, sit down for X amount of time, put it all into statistics, and then see how it works from there, right? That's how, when you grow as a trader, that's what you can do, right? But there's also a lot of other things, okay? So we got like a routine tracker. So you put your routines into somewhere up here. If I can find it, routines, right? So you go into routines, you make a routine A, B, C, D. Okay, this is if you get into psychology and stuff, I'll be teaching videos on this, but it's called time blocking, right? So I use time blocking with Parkinson's law, and you put them two things together, and then you could really work hard and like grow fast, right? So this is how you do this. How many track your routines and stuff. Did I do routine A and C today? I didn't do B and D, whatever, right? So that's even the nice part. But then you also got a Pomodoro timer, right? So you press start, and I could say right now, this is how long I'm going to do the video. And I could put on timer and start. I can say this is how long I'm going to analyze the charts for. And as soon as it gets to a certain time, it'll beep off, and then that's it, right? Also got like a little quote thing. So that's nice. Over here, you got a to-do list. You got main journals, investment journals. So it's actually, this whole thing, you've actually got 4 of them, right? So it's like all for the, for free ski. That's the best part. So this is the main journal. Then you got investment journal, prop firm journal, and my capital journal, right? So, personal capital, what you have in your account that you trade, like whatever. Then you got your prop firm account. And you got a main journal. Maybe your main journal is everything put together. And then these 3 are just for, your other journals and stuff, like investments and stuff like that, right? Tracking them, seeing what they're doing, yada yada yada. And then you could really, like I say, get a granular view of it. You never know, right? Then you got all the extras over here, brain dumps, etc., etc. You could go all through these. It's pretty decent. This is not what this video is about. Okay, this is just showing you the journal in general. The main thing, the main point of this video is the alerts. Okay. And that's what we're looking. You can actually see here 7:39 or 5:39. This one came in at 5:36. Okay, so they come in quite often, and then recording them quite often will then lead to you knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Okay, what to treat, when to treat, and how to treat it. Like I said before, a 5-minute low and a 45-minute low are completely different. So taking the trade on the 5 minute, you might take a trade right now and then lose it straight away. You might be over leveraged, whatever, right? Like there's so many problems that happen. But if you journal your trades, then eventually you could be like, well, the maximum loss I usually lose is 3 points on gold, right? So it goes from 2010 to 2013. If it goes to there, that's like the maximum amount before the trade is like really bad, right? Well, then for sure how much to enter with, how much to exit with, everything, right? So that's the whole point of journaling. A lot of people actually charge for this sort of information, by the way, which I think is baffling. Like, it just goes to show how uneducated a lot of people are, because they'll charge for this information, they'll charge for the journals, etc. All this is for free, right? Because the main goal here is to make you a profitable trader. That's the main goal. I don't want anything else, bar to make sure you're a profitable trader. If I have a community full of profitable traders, that's going to be like one of the best communities, right? Because everyone's just bouncing off each other. This is good, that's good. We can all talk about the same thing. You can't talk to losing people. Losers will always be losers. So that's the best part about this is beginners aren't losers. That's the difference, right? Beginners are people starting. And luckily you're in the right hands because you're going to be starting to win, Or a lot of people start and they start with another mentor. I'm not dissing them. I'm not saying they have bad information. I'm just saying they don't have enough of good information. That's the whole problem. So take a lot of things what people say with a grain of salt, right? Maybe a punch of salt. But I think all in all, taking the alerts, back testing them 100 times, maybe 200 times, whatever you feel comfortable with, having all them statistics, and then running with that, okay? Then I think eventually you will be a very profitable trader. But I think that is all for today. I think I've covered all bases. I've covered the journals, okay? I've covered, I'm looking at my notes. Oh yes, that's one thing I actually forgot to bring up. That's a good thing about notes. Everything I do is like off the cuff, right? The alerts, we have a vote every single end of the month, right? So if you like a certain asset that's not here, maybe Bitcoin, gold, etc., etc., if you like a certain asset, well then we can add that asset to one of these alerts. Let's say you're like maybe you've back tested the Freedom Fighter alerts. You're like, I really want to use these Freedom Fighter alerts on US 30. well then we will add the US 30 for you. You just have to vote for it at the end of every single month. It's in the exclusive channels, okay? It should be voting poll. You go down there and you can then vote for whatever asset you want, and you get to vote for different types of alerts that come in. Yeah, so that's another thing. But I think that's it. Yeah, you don't need any money to trade with these. It's all free. The journal's free. The alerts are free. So you can grab statistics for free, and then eventually you can put your own money on the line if that's what you want to do. But I think that's everything. I don't want to make this video too long, under 30 minutes. Nice one. But I shall see you guys in the next one, and peace out.